Often painted as a time of darkness and stagnation, medieval Europe was, in reality, a crucible of change. From the ruins of an empire sprang new ideas, technologies, and social structures that would lay the very foundations of the modern world. It was a period of immense upheaval, innovation, and transformation. Join us as we journey through 1,000 years of history to uncover the pivotal events and developments that weren't just significant, but truly groundbreaking. These are the moments that fundamentally reshaped societies, challenged norms, and charted a new course for the continent. Welcome to our countdown. Top 10 groundbreaking moments in medieval Europe. Starting our list at number 10, the fall of the Western Roman Empire. While the eastern half, the Byzantine Empire, continued for centuries, the traditional date of 476 AD, marking the deposition of the last Western Roman emperor, is a symbolic earthquake. It didn't happen overnight, but its final collapse ushered in an era of fragmentation. Central authority dissolved, leading to centuries of shifting kingdoms, local power structures, and a profound shift in the political and social landscape. The dream of a unified classical world was over, forcing Europe to reinvent itself. Number 9. The agricultural revolution of the High Middle Ages. It might sound mundane, but innovations like the heavy plough, the horse collar, and the three-field system were genuinely revolutionary. Adopted widely between the 10th and 13th centuries, these technologies dramatically increased food production. More food meant larger populations, better health, and the ability to support non-agricultural workers. This surplus fueled the growth of towns, trade, and allowed for greater specialization, fundamentally altering the rural-based economy. Number 8. The establishment of universities. Beginning in the 11th and 12th centuries, cities like Bologna, Paris, and Oxford saw the formal organization of scholars and students into institutions of higher learning, the first universities. These weren't just places for monks, they were centers for law, medicine, theology, and philosophy. They standardized knowledge, fostered intellectual debate, like scholasticism, and produced educated administrators vital for growing kingdoms and the church. They laid the groundwork for modern academia. Number 7. The rise of Gothic architecture. Forget dark, heavy Romanesque churches. Starting in the mid-12th century, particularly in France, a new architectural style emerged, Gothic, utilizing pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and the revolutionary flying buttress. Builders could create taller, lighter structures, with vast windows filled with stained glass. These magnificent cathedrals were not just acts of faith. They were technological marvels and immense communal projects that reshaped city skylines and inspired awe, demonstrating incredible ingenuity and wealth. Number 6. The enormous growth of cities and trade networks. While Rome fell, cities didn't disappear, but they shrank. However, from the 11th century onwards, spurred by agricultural surplus and increased security, cities began to revive and flourish. Centers like Venice, Florence, Bruges, and cities of the Hanseatic League became hubs of trade, finance, and culture. This urban revival fostered the rise of a powerful merchant class, guilds, banking systems, and a money economy, challenging the dominance of the rural feudal order and paving the way for capitalism. Number 5. Crusades. Launched in 1096 primarily to retake the Holy Land from Muslim control, the Crusades were a series of military campaigns with far-reaching consequences. Beyond the religious fervor and immense conflict, they led to increased contact and conflict with the Byzantine and Islamic worlds. This interaction facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies, boosted the power of Italian city-states through transport and trade, and significantly solidified the authority of the papacy in the eyes of many Europeans, at least initially. Number 4. The signing of the Magna Carta. In 1215, cornered by rebellious barons, King John of England was forced to agree to a Charter of Rights, the Magna Carta. While initially intended to protect the privileges of the elite, its core principles were revolutionary. It established that even the king was subject to the law and couldn't rule arbitrarily. It laid crucial groundwork for constitutional law, parliamentary government, and the concept of individual liberties, influencing legal systems far beyond England. Number 3. The Black Death. Between 1347 and 1351, the bubonic plague, or Black Death, swept through Europe with devastating speed, killing an estimated 30 to 60% of the population. This wasn't just a demographic catastrophe. It was a social and economic reset button. The immense labour shortage drastically altered the balance of power between lords and peasants, accelerating the decline of feudalism. It led to increased wages, challenged existing social hierarchies, and profoundly impacted art, religion, and worldview for generations. Number 2. Coronation of Charlemagne. On Christmas Day, 800 AD, Pope Leo III crowned the Frankish king Charlemagne Emperor of the Romans. This act symbolized an ambitious attempt to revive the concept of a unified Roman Empire in the West under Christian leadership. While his empire later fragmented, Charlemagne's reign fostered a period of cultural and intellectual revival known as the Carolingian Renaissance, significantly shaped the political map of Europe and cemented the powerful, often complex relationship between secular rulers and the papacy, laying the foundation for the Holy Roman Empire. And now, the most groundbreaking moment in medieval Europe, a true game-changer that would transform the dissemination of knowledge and spark revolutions of its own. Number 1. The invention of the printing press. Although arriving late in the medieval period, around the 1440s by Johannes Gutenberg in Germany, the invention of mechanical movable type printing was nothing short of revolutionary. It drastically reduced the cost and time required to produce books, making written material accessible to a much wider audience than ever before. This explosion of information fueled literacy, standardized languages, spread new ideas with unprecedented speed, think the Reformation and the Renaissance, and fundamentally altered how knowledge was created, preserved, and shared. Its impact on the future of Europe and the world is immeasurable. From the ashes of Rome to the proliferation of printed words, these 10 moments represent just a fraction of the dynamic forces at play in medieval Europe. It was an era of immense complexity, challenges, and innovations that shaped the continent in ways we still see today. Each of these groundbreaking moments was a ripple that created waves, fundamentally altering the course of history and paving the way for the modern world. Did we miss a moment you think was truly groundbreaking? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through medieval history, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more historical insights. Thanks for watching.